All right, good morning, everybody. This is Mike Tang with Tang Trades. Going to be doing the Watchlist Recap for today. I am looking at Tesla is trading within this range. Tesla has been very bullish over the past couple of days, so trying to see whether or not I can run the momentum. But also keep in mind that it is currently sitting above the support at 730 right now, so there is a potential for it to drop. I'm looking for a potential bounce or a drop all the way through, so that my alert is set to when it gets this level. Now, given that it is kind of still rallying up, I have been looking at that for more potential upside. Okay, for Microsoft has kind of also been trading within this range that I had here, and right now I'm looking for a break above this support here, just because it broke down and is kind of holding above. So I'm looking for maybe a retest of 304, but it also can drop down as well. I'm going to be paying attention to NQ. NQ is the futures market that kind of tracks the Nasdaq, and so we can see it's pretty much the same exact thing here. Yeah, I normally have this on the side of my screen. Microsoft kind of follows it pretty closely, so either or I might get into this one or like QQQ, or I might get into Microsoft. They're roughly about the same, but I use this as a general judge to see which direction that it can potentially go. JPM, once again, we're also trading in this range right here. We had a nice little bounce here, and it's kind of trading above. So I'm looking for maybe a retest of back up, or it might even be a break above a potential flag here. We'll see. So we got rejected one time, two time. So it could break through all the way. I think it's going to bounce. I'm going to be watching the price action at this level. I'll go ahead and set an alert if it gets to this level here. And that's kind of going that way. Chewy here, Chewy, same thing. I'm looking for a potential break below 881. Right now it's bouncing. It can definitely reverse into this SMA line, but it has been sitting under the SMA a little bit. So currently the trend is a little bit more bullish. We want to just draw something real quick here, and they kind of stuck around the 92.50 level. So I think it's trading in this range right now. There is earnings coming out soon, right? Tonight or this afternoon. So there might be a lot of action just before closing. I'm going to try to get out way before, or there might just be action in the middle of the day. I'm just going to be watching it for the time being. This is the previous low, so we can definitely get a bounce here for that statement. Okay, and finally we have AMD. AMD has been slightly more bullish. I'm looking for a potential break above this before I'm really that interested. A small term play could just be a play back to 111.62, but it could do a head and shoulders pattern type of deal. So I'm keeping that in mind as well. Really, I'm not paying too much attention to AMD right now. I just don't think it's at the best spot, but I have it on the list just because I'm just watching a couple. Really, I'm not going to be too interested unless it breaks of 113, and I might be playing other plays during the day. So we'll get into the trading afterward. All right, guys. So on to the trades now. Waited for market to open. Nothing really moved as much as we would like in the direction that I was looking for. So I kind of waited. Ended up taking the trade on Snap. I got in a little bit late. I actually wanted to get in here, but it moved up before I could. And then over here, I kind of FOMO'd in. So yeah, I pretty much FOMO'd in right here. Added in. And I really shouldn't have. I really should have waited for a little bit of pullback like right now. But, it is what it is right now. End up getting out around this level here. Well, actually, I was looking at Chewy and stuff, but I'm looking at it in the bottom corner of my stop there. And so I saw that it was up 7%, so I just got out, or tried to get out one of the contracts, but it wasn't really showing. Kind of sucked, so I actually didn't get out until a little bit. Oh, it did fill afterwards, but yeah, I ended up holding on to that one for a little bit more time. because I thought it could break out since it was holding above the level got rejected at the bottom there. But keep in mind, as I said before, I look at my Thinkorswim, so I have my Thinkorswim platform on my other screen. Anyways, this thing ends up ripping up, but I'm paying attention to Chewy at the moment, and and then I also missed the train on Twitter. I was thinking about getting on this one, and I wasn't able to get in. But yeah, so Snap, I'm looking for when, yeah, so Snap actually did break out of the top of what I was talking about. A better entry probably would have been over here or even up into 76.65 for the confirmation of the break there. I got in early. I guess I got lucky, and I get out for almost 20%. But these days I've been actually having more trouble with getting filled on Webull. I'm actually considering on switching brokers just because this is not acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get out when I want to get out, and when I try to get out on a market order, it tells me volatility is too much, and that's really not okay. So yeah, okay, and then now on to the next trade. Next trade is going to be roughly around this area here. I saw PayPal was dipping a bit, but I saw a little bit of a correction here, so I decided that I was going to get in, bought in one contract. And this was 87.70 was a point where we had some resistance on the SMA line on the 1 hour. That's why I got in. And the trade was going to be short. I just wanted to get to the EMA line, and yeah, ends up consolidating for a little bit. Consolidating, it finally pushed out a little bit more, and I said, okay, I'll get out because I was thinking about getting out here just because we had a prior resistance on the low before, but I decided to hold it a little bit longer because I thought it could still keep going and touch the line before we get out. So that's exactly what I'm waiting for here. I'm getting ready to sell it already. See here. Oh, and I get filled, right? I get filled right when it touches there. So I got out, or I tried to get out, and it wouldn't get me out, which was really annoying. Like I said, I've been having trouble with getting filled here, and then I finally do get filled, which is fantastic. The reason why I'm taking my mid orders instead of markets is just because they won't fill me for market orders. So that's why I've been doing the mid orders instead. All right, now I have another trade over. I had to wait a little bit more into the day before I found something that I liked. I was looking at Disney. I saw that there was a constant run up. At this point, in hindsight, I don't think I should have chased this candle just because there's no way to know how high it was going. And I took this trade based on the fact that it broke above the high and it was holding above the high. So I thought it could continue to rally. So I took one contract here because I didn't know how high it could go. I go ahead and wait a little bit. Wait. And I end up getting out around this area here where it kind of breaks below, and that's when I wanted to get out. But once again, I'm still having trouble with getting filled. I also missed, it just doesn't get me filled, which is really annoying. So like I said, I'm probably going to switch to either Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers. I'm not sure yet. I think Interactive Brokers, the execution is a little bit faster, but I don't like their mobile app as much. The Webull mobile app is a little bit better. So yeah, the other trade that you saw in there was a Chewy trade. The Chewy trade, I took it roughly around this area here. I took the Chewy trade around here, and I didn't get filled as it was going down. I ended up setting a limit, and I said if it goes, it goes, because I'm not going to be able to get out. But after a little bit of time there, it actually goes ahead and recovers up, and you see that I'm actually down like 20-some%. Okay. I know I didn't show the end of the trade, but I ended up getting out for a small win, almost $4 break even. And today I made almost $50, so $47 for the day. Small loss on the Disney trade because it peaked up and it didn't, I got out when I thought it was going up. It ended up rallying up higher, but there's no way I could have known that. But otherwise, that's kind of where we're at today. Since the filling, as I've been saying in the video, has been poor on Webull, I'm probably going to do less of the day trading in terms of like the quick breakouts because the execution is just kind of bad on Webull. Instead, I'm going to be playing a little bit longer of a contract, meaning that I'm going to probably buy smaller contracts but hold them for a little bit longer and let them kind of ride out a bit. So I'm going to be shooting for 20-30% gains, and then I still do that anyways, but 20-30%, even if the stop loss is a little bit bigger, almost towards 40-50% stop loss. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, consider subscribing to the channel at Tang Trades, and I'll see you guys in the next video.